What's going on, Lasagnas? It's DylanLasagna here, and oh my god, the WWE draft is tonight, Lasagnas. But for now, we gotta talk about my Raw reactions for the July 18th, 2016 episode. So, with all that being said, we gotta talk about Raw first. So, before the WWE draft, Lasagnas, they had to announce the general managers for Raw and Smackdown. Shane and Stephanie were out there bickering with each other before Stephanie announced that Mick Foley was going to be her general manager for Raw, which was a surprise to me because I thought someone like Stephanie McMahon would announce Triple H as her general manager because, you know, the authority. And that was a good call by WWE not to let Triple H become the general manager of Raw because, you know, Triple H has things to do in NXT and Triple H is like a babyface there. And you don't want him to be a heel again on WWE regular TV, and which is best for business. And I like that. Good call by WWE, but I'm not sure how Mick Foley ties in. But he got a good standing ovation by the crowd, and it's gonna be interesting to see how Stephanie and Mick Foley coexist. Meanwhile, on SmackDown side, Shane announced that yes, as anticipated from last week, Daniel Bryan is your new SmackDown general manager. Hey, I don't care if it was spoiled. We're still all happy that Daniel Bryan is back on TV in our graces. And man, I'm so happy to see both Foley and Bryan again on TV. Even if they're not in a wrestling capacity, it's always refreshing to see them again on TV. And it's gonna be an interesting show for Raw and SmackDown. See how Daniel Bryan and Mick Foley make Raw and SmackDown a fresh show. Mick Foley and Stephanie, the dominant juggernaut, the new generation attitude of Monday Night Raw, and Shane and Daniel Bryan, the underdogs of the new generation on SmackDown, looking to become the dominant show. Man, it's gonna be a fight. But first, the draft. It's gonna be legit. Now, there was a WWE Championship match between the champ, Dean Ambrose, and Seth Rollins. And this was an absolutely incredible match. One of the best between these two. Once again, these two have incredible chemistry. But what does WWE decide to do? Do a false finish. Double pin. Both men's shoulders are down. 1, 2, 3. Dean thinks he wins. Seth thinks he wins. But Stephanie McMahon comes out. And like the cunt she is, she announces that Seth Rollins is your new WWE champ because she believes that Seth had Dean's shoulders pinned after a superplex by Seth. And then everyone believes that Seth is the new champ, and Raw cuts off from there from the USA Network because WWE's being dicks and they want everyone to go to the WWE Network to watch the Fallout, which is stupid and kind of lame. So I had to go back to watch the replay from the Fallout, and Dean Ambrose is still your WWE champion after, yes, it was declared that both men's shoulders were down after that superplex, and yeah, he's your WWE champion heading into Battleground. I was like, no, Seth Rollins is the WWE champ? Oh fuck no! No, I want to see Dean Ambrose as the champ. It's like, but then after the decision was reversed, then I was like, oh thank God. But there is going to be a rematch for the championship tonight, and I don't know if there's going to be a decisive rules that it has to be a decisive finish, or it'll just end in a countout or a disqualification or something. Because I do not see Seth actually winning the championship tonight. Because if he does actually win the championship clean, then I'm going to be pissed off. Or if there's another, like, dusty finish, I'm going to be pissed off too. And, well, I'll save my Battleground stuff for my Battleground predictions Thursday when I do my Battleground predictions video. John Cena, Enzo, and Cass talked about how they need to get serious for Battleground, but then Enzo decided to go on a tangent of PG sexual assaults on the club. And John Cena kind of wasn't having it because they need to get serious, but Cass was just like, hey, that's just how Enzo is. So here comes the club, and they tell them they want to beat up John Cena. They want to beat up Enzo. They want to beat up Cass. I don't know. Their beat up John Cena jokes are kind of getting old. But here comes the New Day. Yes, it is. And they talk about their Wyatt family compound fight from last week and how it kind of frightened them. And here's the thing that kind of made me mad. So Xavier Woods is a level 20 Pokemon Go Team Valor, which is pretty... I commend him for that, but then, yeah, that's the problem right there. He talks about Pokemon Go, which is ironic because yesterday I talked about why I don't play Pokemon Go, which pissed me off even more. And he decided to collaborate with Enzo and list off all the 150 Pokemon, original Pokemon, and to the how you doing. And I was just like, why? But that was just something that, I don't know. Anyway, they had a 12-man tag team match, a super team, the New Day, John Cena, Enzo, and Cass, between the club and the Wyatt family. And it was just an absolutely amazing match. It's like the ultimate super team. It's like everyone gets to showcase their stuff. John Cena usually gets manhandled, and then someone gets a tag and gets hot. And then the New Day and the Wyatt family get into a big fight that spreads to the backstage area. And I don't know why it's still not for the tag team titles at Battleground, but maybe they'll save it for SummerSlam. And anyway, Enzo accidentally hits John Cena with a forearm or a clothesline, and AJ Styles wins the match for his team with the Styles Clash on Enzo. And it's a little subplot, but there might be some tension and confusion between Cena, Enzo, and Cass heading to Battleground. But we'll talk more about that in my Battleground predictions video. But for now, the club and the Wyatts get the victory. Now, along with the pretty cool stuff that happened on Raw, then there's the okay stuff and pretty pointless stuff that I'm going to be talking about next, which includes Sami Zayn teaming up with Cesaro again to take on Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. And man, this is a pretty good matchup, and that we've seen a couple of times. But I like the pairing of Sami Zayn and Cesaro and Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho. I always like seeing them team up for some reason. And it was, who won again? I think it was Sami Zayn got the pin. And it was kind of an okay way to build up the Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens match at Battleground. I just don't know why there's no stipulation yet. And it's kind of sad to see Cesaro where he is right now. It's like he has no one to feud with, and no match at Battleground. But hopefully by the draft, he'll have someone to feud with, because WWE will have to. And at least Chris Jericho has something to do at Battleground. He has the highlight reel with Randy Orton. But otherwise, it was a fairly fun match to watch, and good opening match to Raw. And I love these four guys so much. They have so good chemistry. I just wish Sami Zayn didn't always have to win with the roll-up, though. But he still gets another win nonetheless, and heads into Battleground and the draft with another victory. Now, before I talk about this next segment, the Lucha Dragons earlier in the day decided to mutually split up because they wanted to enter the WWE draft as singles competitors. Kalisto and Sin Cara are no more as a tag team. So, here's where the next thing comes in. Baron Corbin crushed Sin Cara in under a minute. Yeah. And then after the match, Kalisto tried to save Sin Cara from a post-match assault from Baron Corbin, but then he got his own butt whooped by Baron Corbin. So the Lucha Dragons got their ass whooped by Baron Corbin. Yeah, that was all. So, how are we going to make Darren Young great again this week? Have him get a roll-up victory against Alberto Del Rio on Raw as he heads for his Battleground match for the Intercontinental Championship against The Miz. No. Does he not have a finisher or something? It's like, I don't know. Darren Young, why is he challenging The Miz for the title? I don't know. But anyway, Darren Young gets a victory over Alberto Del Rio. He's going to challenge The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship Battleground, and yeah, that's that. Sasha Banks teamed up with Becky Lynch again to take on the big breast but hot as hell team of Charlotte and Dana Brooke. But we also can't forget that Sasha and Becky are hot as hell too. And Sasha and Becky won by DQ because Natalya attacked Becky, and Charlotte and Dana decided to pound the pudding out of Sasha. 2-on-1 assault after the match as well, as Sasha looks to reveal her mystery partner at Battleground, which still probably might end up being Bayley, but if not, it's probably going to be someone irrelevant. And last but not least, we can't forget to talk about Zack Ryder and Dolph Ziggler going up against Rusev and Sheamus in a tag team match, because who doesn't want to see Rusev and Sheamus team up again because of the League of Urination? And Rusev and Sheamus won because Dolph Ziggler tapped out to the Accolade, as Zack Ryder heads into Battleground as, well, yeah, the underdog Zack Ryder. Overall, Lasagnas, this is a pretty good episode to end the combined roster era for WWE for now, for episodes of Raw and SmackDown, but I'm gonna miss it. Seeing all the superstars on the same show for Raw and SmackDown, it's gonna be a different scene again. But, Lasagnas, tonight is draft night. The WWE draft. 2 months we've been waiting. SmackDown live tonight. Permanently. No more spoilers. And so many questions that we want answered are finally going to be answered tonight. It's going to be shocking. It's going to be thrilling. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be exciting. So, what I want you Lasagnas to do is to leave your WWE Draft last minute predictions in the comments below, and I want to let your voices be heard if you're going to be excited for this WWE Draft. I want you guys to fill up the comment sections with questions like, who's going to be the #1 draft pick? Will the World Heavyweight Championship really be coming back? Who from NXT is going to be drafted to the main roster? Is Seth Rollins or Dean Ambrose going to be the WWE Champ heading to Battleground after SmackDown? All of those questions like that, Lasagnas. Oh, and where will Roman Reigns' draft spot be? And all those questions, Lasagnas. Because tonight, it's going to be an exciting night for us WWE fans. And man, I'm sure you'll be excited and as mind blown as hell after tonight. So don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't forget to drop a like on this video if you enjoyed my Raw reactions. And enjoy the WWE Draft tonight, guys. And maybe tomorrow I will have my first SmackDown reactions. And always be delicious.